I'm searching for the Holy Grail towel, and over on TikTok, I have been sharing my favorite things in a variety of different life categories, my Holy Grail Series. And one thing that I've been hunting for is a Holy Grail towel, but I haven't needed to purchase it until recently because I've been working through with a few other towels. One of the ones that I bought is the Quince towel, and after about a year, this is not a great towel. I'm always interested in these brands that are kind of DTC, that are working just directly to consumers and trying to do comparables. But when I first made a TikTok about what is your Holy Grail towel, I got some amazing recommendations and decided to follow up on them. First, by going through every single comment, tallying when there were doubles, how many likes different towels got, and then I decided to do some more research here on YouTube, on TikTok, and get a sense of what other people were thinking about their towels. I decided to pick 4 different brands of towels out of all those recommendations based on research that I did, also on Reddit. I watched some YouTube videos. I went through Wirecutter. I saw that there was one particular towel that they had said they had reviewed a few years ago, but there wasn't any detailed information. And when I followed up on that specific towel, you'll see it, it's a restoration hardware towel. There was one that people were having wonderful experiences with. 5, 10 years, amazing towels. So let's go through the 4 towels that I got. 3 of the towels are in a gray mist color because I wanted to keep the color consistent, but one of them is in blue because I couldn't get the one in gray. So let's start with the first one that I was the most excited to unbox. The first towel is the most expensive towel, and I would say the most unique towel out of the other 4 that I chose. I was going to definitely test a Waffle towel. There are a few great recommendations. There are some from Target, Casa Luna. There are onsen towels, and out of everything, onsen has a great price and a great reputation, but I wanted to try this one first. So this is from the Citizenry, and it comes straight from Japan, and it is hand-loomed bari towel, and this is like the OG. And I watched this amazing review about how this is the greatest towel ever, and I can say it already looks like a work of art. I think my family is a really good contender for researching towels because both of our bathrooms face north, so it is a little bit more damp, it is a little bit more dark, and my husband is originally from Singapore, and it is very hot and humid in Singapore, so he's used to taking 2 showers a day, and so I need a towel that's going to be soft, absorbent, even maybe a little exfoliating. I'm curious about that one, and something that's going to dry quickly, but I also want something that's beautiful, that I can rely on, that isn't at a crazy price point. And so this is one of the ones that I got. I did not buy any towel that was over $100 because I felt like that was really cost prohibitive. And there are some other great options that are under there. I think that in the Holy Grail series, it's important for things to be available. And this is one thing that might not always be available. And the reason why I got it in blue, because it does go out of stock, but it could be a reason to just buy one and then you have them for 10 years, then you're good. And they've been making these in Japan for a very, very long time. So this is the first towel from the Citizenry. Initially off the bat, it's not as soft as I thought it was. But one thing that's really stood out to me is actually the edge of the towel. This amazing, I don't know what you'd call it. It's almost like a cotton canvas. That's the edge. It feels incredibly substantial. And I was worried that this would almost feel a little bit too gauzy. And that one thing to be careful on Waffle towels is how it's going to get caught. If it gets caught on, say, a ring, for example, or other things than in the bathroom. I'm very curious how this is going to live, but it is a stunning towel. And we have smaller bathrooms, and that's why I only purchase bath towels, not bath sheets, because you want to be able to have room in your linen closet for these. And also I think that not everybody can have huge, huge fluffy towels. It's not going to work for everybody, but I'm trying to figure out what works for me. So this is the first one that I chose to purchase over onsen, over Casa Luna, because I think that it's really cool to pay a little bit more and go directly to an artisan and almost have something that's a little bit more connected to individual people and workers. And I like the ethos of the brand and this connection, which is why I was okay to pay a little bit more. And it is the most expensive towel. I purchased 2 of these for $145. Yes, I know. But let's get into the rest of them. The second most expensive towel that I purchased is from Riley Home. And this is a little bit different than the other 2 that I'm going to show. These is in the color that's like a gray kind of mist color. And it has rounded edges. It also has this amazing loop. Let me find it. This amazing loop for hanging your towel in your bathroom. And this is 2-ply long staple cotton. It is made in Portugal and it is pre-washed. So it's supposed to be really good at not having a lot of lint. I'd say that out of all the towels, this is the one that feels a little bit more exfoliating, but that was actually part of the Wirecutter review that they felt like they could feel each loop on their skin and it felt really comfortable. Also, it's incredibly hot right now in the middle of August, and I need to take a shower immediately after this video because I feel like I'm melting holding up all this fabric. This towel in the bath towel size is $60. The next towel, I had to purchase the Wirecutter #1 Frontgate towels. Now these have amazing reviews, and also in the comments, so many people loved them. I purchased it also in this light gray color. It is a super standard looking towel. I will hold it up. It is in the middle of the road between the Riley Home towel that I just showed and also the next towel that I'm about to show. Now, this is an incredibly soft towel. In its terms of its fluffiness, I'd say this is small to medium, but is packing such a soft punch. I think these are supposed to wash really well, and they are always having different types of sales. I got mine on a sale, and that's also definitely a bonus that these have been around for a long time, well loved, and have a great reputation. The final towel is from Restoration Hardware. Now on Wirecutter, they had said they had reviewed Restoration Hardware a few years ago, specifically of this towel. This is the weight, the Ultra Soft, that is 750 GSM. Now it's a little bit lighter than another towel that they have. And the reason that I took this towel over others was because I was looking on Reddit and there were tons of comments about people having this specific towel for 5 to 10 years. And that was not necessarily recommended in the different comments on my video on TikTok, but I thought that it was definitely worth looking into. Now, they are $60 for non-members. I got it for $50, but if you are a member, it goes down to $35, which is really great. And I would say this towel, and including the Citizenry, the Waffle towel, is the chicest looking, and it's the softest and the fluffiest out of everything that I purchased. Specifically, I love the detailing on the end. I think that it's really minimal, it's clean, it just feels so luxurious, and I'm very curious to see how it washes. My one fear with this is that because it is the heaviest of all the towels at 750 GSM, that it actually will not dry the fastest, and so that's one thing that I'm curious to look out for, but it makes me want to take a shower immediately. 3 of these towels are very similar in standard, and the Waffle towel is a little bit different. I'm curious on how these wash, how these dry, and how they maintain their shape, their color, and their consistency. All these towels are fantastic towels, but here we are trying to find the Holy Grail towel so I can make one good recommendation. So follow along for the update.